Good afternoon. This is Sandra Clemency. Welcome to today's refresher webinar for the Payroll Support Freshdesk site. This webinar was created to address feedback that you provided to us from our Freshdesk survey. First, Kathy Merzinski will provide you with a tip on how to navigate all the data that is provided on the site. Then Cindy Delacroix is going to provide you with tips to keep in mind when submitting tickets. She will also go over recent updates we made and when an automated response is provided for a ticket. And finally, I will go over the forms page and how to retrieve email attachments. So let's get started. Kathy will now provide you with a tip on how to navigate and find information on Freshdesk.
Good afternoon. When you first log into Freshdesk, you will be on the home page. The home page provides you with an overview of all of the sections within Freshdesk. From this page, you can access the entire site. You also have the ability to add a new support ticket or check the status of a previously submitted ticket. Across the top of the page, you have the option to navigate to other tabs, which will help reduce the amount of information that you see on your search. You are also able to do a search. For example, if you enter the word void, a quick reference view of all of the documents containing that word will come up and you will be able to see where that document is located within Freshdesk. You can also choose a specific document you want to view by just clicking on it. Let's say that this document doesn't provide you with the information that you are looking for. You can go back to the home page where you will type the search word again and click on the magnifying glass. The screen changes so that you can see the search results for the word void across the entire site. Under the search results, you will see additional filtering options that you can click on to narrow your search even further. Now Cindy will go over some tips for submitting tickets, and she will also explain why you might receive an automated response.
Good afternoon. To prevent delays in receiving a resolution, we ask that when submitting a ticket or leaving a voicemail, please provide as much detail and be as concise as possible. The more information that you can provide us, the quicker we can respond to your issue and provide you with a satisfactory resolution. I have an example here of a ticket that does not provide all the information needed for a prompt answer. This ticket did not provide necessary information such as the employee's name and clock number. So I will respond to this ticket and ask for that information as I cannot begin to research to provide an answer without it. Here I have an example of a ticket that does provide all the information needed. I can begin researching this already because the employee's name and clock number was provided in the subject line of the ticket. The processor here has already done some research and verified that the employee should have 64 hours of vacation, is missing 8 hours, and that he has not taken any vacation time off. All this information makes it possible to know where to start looking. I'm thinking that there may be a time away request floating out there that was never denied or canceled, and the employee never actually took the time off. This may or may not be the issue, but regardless, receiving detailed tickets minimizes the back and forth in Freshdesk and allows us to provide a quicker answer. Same for phone calls. You can still call the payroll support line with any payroll related inquiries. And if there's no answer, just leave a voicemail. And again, provide as much detail and be as concise as possible. Just let us know all that you know. Our goal is to return all calls and to reply to all tickets within 4 business hours. This next example is of another situation that we come across. To prevent important time-sensitive issues from being overlooked and for quicker resolution, please submit 1 ticket per issue. The subject for this ticket looks like the processor is strictly looking for PTO seniority dates. After reading the first line, I gather that the processor has not committed the current pay run and just wants to have PTO seniority dates ready for when they start King maintenance. This ticket I will hold off on researching because there may be other urgent tickets related to the payroll processing that need to take priority at this time. I try my best to read all tickets thoroughly, but it is possible for me to miss something, especially during the payroll processing period. And this here is a perfect example. This ticket is asking for PTO seniority dates in the subject line and stating in the ticket that This is needed for something the processor is not currently working on, with a list of employees needing research. But I clearly missed the second, more urgent question at the end of the ticket. This is time sensitive and requires urgent attention to make processing and committing the payroll possible. This question should have been on a separate ticket to ensure a timely answer. Now let's talk about tickets with automated responses. As we mentioned when we implemented Freshdesk, automated responses are sent because of certain categories, topics, and subtopics combinations which are chosen when submitting a ticket. There are auto responses requesting further information and others simply providing information. Assumptions are made that those automated responses may provide you with a quicker answer to resolve your question or issue. Therefore, the ticket status is flagged as answer provided once the automated response goes out. We understand that this may not always be the case, so please do not get frustrated. Simply replying to the email or adding a comment to the ticket stating that the automated response did not address your original question or issue will cause the ticket to reopen. We were unaware that automated responses do not populate into ticket history on Freshdesk, as you can see from this example. The automated response details can only be seen in your emails. We did reach out to Freshdesk support to see if there was a way to get the details to populate into the ticket history on Freshdesk, as we can see how this can be an issue if you're solely obtaining responses to your tickets from the portal. Unfortunately, we were told that there was not. Therefore, we came up with a workaround. We added an important note informing you that there was an auto response to the tickets. Important notes can be found in the bottom section of the ticket. So if you submit a ticket and see an important note that reads auto response, check email to view, that means that there was an auto response and you will need to go to your email to view it. Another change that we made was we moved the notation informing you that this is an automated response to the top of the email. And here we have an example of the other important note for the different types of automated responses. This important note reads, check email for auto response, further info needed. And it's letting you know that there was an auto response in your email where we are requesting further information. And here is an example of that automated response requesting further information. Okay, now Sandra will go over viewing forums with images and attachments.
We use the forms page in Freshdesk to notify you of our postings of important information you need to know about, whether it's payroll alert or bulletin, quick tip, or notification of the start of a blackout period. This is how we communicate with you. We require that you follow each topic on the forms page to receive email notifications of our postings. You only need to follow each topic, not each individual posting, to receive all notifications for that topic. If you are not receiving our email notifications, you should validate if you are following each topic. This can be done by clicking on the topic heading and looking for the icon on the upper right side of the page to say following. If the icon says follow, you will need to click on it to change it to following. When we save posts to the forms page, email notifications are then automatically generated and sent to you from support@cdapayrollsupport.freshdesk.com. Postings to the forms page in Freshdesk does not provide us with the typical capabilities that a traditional email system does. Therefore, unfortunately, any attached documents will not be picked up and attached to the email notifications you receive from our posts. There is, however, a quick and easy way to obtain and download these attachments. All you need to do is just click on the blue heading in the email notification and you will be taken directly to that posting on the forms page in Freshdesk. That is, as long as you are currently logged into Freshdesk, which we are. Once on the post in Freshdesk, just scroll to the bottom of the posting to access the attachment. There is no need to search the Freshdesk site looking for any attached documents. It's that easy. Now let's log out of Freshdesk and see what happens when we click on the link or the blue heading in our email. You will see the link takes us directly to the login page for Freshdesk. Once logged in, we are taken directly to that posting on the forms page. I'd also like to mention that some of our posts may contain images. If your email server is set up to prevent the download of any pictures or images, you will need to follow the instructions given to download the image. Each email platform may be different, but in Gmail, this message is provided at the top of the email. If following the image download instructions is not working, then just click on that blue heading in the email and you'll be taken directly to the post on the forums page in Freshdesk, where you'll be able to see the image there. That concludes our webinar. If you have any questions regarding email notifications from the forums page or any other questions regarding the Freshdesk site, please contact Payroll support. I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that the Payroll Processor Help Desk site on Freshdesk is totally separate from the Office of Child Protection's Freshdesk site. We are unable to assist you with any questions pertaining to the Office of Child Protection or concerning their Freshdesk site. Please contact their office directly. As Cindy mentioned earlier, the payroll support phone line continues to be available for payroll processors to call from 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. If you feel that your issue is too complicated to be explained in a ticket, we encourage you to call the support line or submit a ticket asking for a call back. Also, as a reminder, emails can be submitted directly to support@cdapayrollsupport.freshdesk.com, where a ticket will automatically be created from your email. For additional information regarding Freshdesk, please review our original training video, which is still available to view on the Freshdesk knowledge base under webinars and presentations, titled Payroll Processors Introduction to Freshdesk. We hope you found this webinar to be helpful. Thank you.